The black eye is both very sweet and kind of heartbreaking. This is the 8th episode of the first season of the Doris Day Show, and needless to say, I'm still absolutely loving this, being madly in love with Doris Day as I am. What I've found so far is that even though I've loved every episode, the ones that I've favoured the most heavily involve the children. I just think Billy and Toby are fantastic characters, and this one focuses on Billy. Billy, played by Philip Brown, and it starts off with him receiving a rather mysterious letter, and he doesn't want to share the contents of this letter. He's clearly quite distressed by this, and when he comes home from school that day, he has a black eye. And I want to say some recognition for the makeup department. The way the black eye is designed is certainly over the top. It kind of looks realistic, but I'd say what maybe gave him the black eye wouldn't have given him such a black eye. But it definitely was very powerful and kind of, took me aback. Very effectively done. And he won't tell who gave him this black eye or what happened. And the majority of the episode is trying to work out what happened, trying to get him to share what has happened. Grandpa, who I think is an absolutely fantastic character, brilliantly played by Denver Pyle, is trying to get him to respond in one way. Doris, his mother, is trying to get him to respond in a very different way, and it's never kind of clear what direction it's going to take. And I will, in a moment, with a spoiler warning, discuss what happened and how I feel about the outcome, because I really want to talk about it. And there's a certain character I really want to talk about as well. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of heartbreaking to see Billy with this black eye, and I really wanted to know what happened. I really felt for him. I thought it was very moving. And it's interesting to see as well the differences in attitudes. Obviously, Doris is distraught that her son has a black eye. She maybe wasn't as panicky as I'd expected the character to be. Whereas Buck, Grandpa, is almost proud that his grandson's got into a bit of a fight, almost as if it's a rite of passage. Very interesting differences in attitudes there. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It really kept the mystery going. And I really didn't know what was going to happen or what direction it was going to take. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. The only thing about this episode is that there are no songs in it. It's not the only one like this, but so far the majority of episodes have had various different songs in them, and this one does not. But of course we have Que Sera Sera opening and closing, which I absolutely love. So, a spoiler now, I'm going to explain how Billy got the black eye. Or, of course, as we find out, 2 black eyes. And we find out that it was actually Jackie Clements who gave him this black eye. And she is adorable. She is a little girl who is the same age as him. And straight away it became obvious why, first of all, why he refused to fight back. Because he didn't want to hit a girl. And also why he was refusing to say how he got the black eye. Because obviously this little boy doesn't want to admit that he got these 2 big black eyes from a little girl. And when we learn why she gave him the black eyes, I kind of had to roll my eye a bit and just think, that's children's logic for you. It's a very extreme version of pulling the hair of the person you have a crush on in the playground. Lisa Gerritsen plays Jackie Clements. I thought she was adorable. The character is really sweet. The dress that she wore at the very end, I'm sure I had a doll with a very similar outfit when I was growing up. But I thought she looked adorable, really enjoyed the character's performance. And I believe she actually appears in other episodes of the Doris Day Show from what I've seen from her IMDb page. In fact, I know she does because I've seen, I think, 2 other episodes. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else happens with that character and, whether or not Billy ends up liking her back. Really great to see Aggie in this one as well, played by Fran. She was absent from a few others. She's not in every episode. Really thoroughly enjoyed it, needless to say. The black eye is as delightful as every other episode. Would have liked some more songs in it, but it's still brilliant. Directed by Bob Sweeney, released originally in November 1968. Still have quite a few episodes of this first season, and then 4 more seasons after that, and I'm just overjoyed by how much I love the Doris Day show. I knew I would, but there was a bit of me that was a bit nervous because I love Doris Day so much that I kind of thought maybe it won't live up to my expectations. I had nothing to worry about. If the rest of the show is as good as The Black Eye and the 7 episodes that came before this, I know I'm in for an ongoing treat.